And I don't mean to offend a nation, but that to me is better than Bud Light.
We're here in Michigan and we've been collecting some of the snacks that you guys have recommended, but we've also been given some snacks by the legend that is John, who's one of our patrons when we had a recent patron meetup. So let's get stuck in. So this is what John sent us. Some Better Made Special Rainbow Old-Fashioned Dark Potato Chips.
But didn't you say they're not burnt, or they are burnt?
He said they're not burnt. He said you might think they're burnt when you come to try them, but they're not burnt. We've got some Better Made Peanut Butter Pretzels. What? Filled pretzels.
Get me a bit confused.
I'd just like to add, he also gave us some beers as well. What have we got here? Pure maple syrup.
Oh, so we've been into South Haven, and that is where the blueberry capital is. Blueberry butter.
What is that?
Sanders caramel.
Oh, it's chocolate.
Sanders sea salt caramel chocolate eggs. We have also got some barbecue napkins, and because we're going to be here for the 4th, we better get our flags going. So there's 3 flags. You're going to hold them?
Wow. Thank you, John.
Thank you so much. And we've got a little postcard of South Haven.
South Haven is absolutely a beautiful place.
There's also one more thing in there, and I don't think it's edible. It's a gift for the girls, so we're going to save that for a little bit later. We need to try some of these Better Made snacks because everyone's been talking about the Better Made potato chips. These were founded in Detroit. This is just the crinkle cut plain flavour.
Crinkle cut, like a crinkle cut. Yeah, it's just a great potato chip, isn't it?
They're a thicker cut than normal.
It's not like a generic, ready salted potato chip, is it?
No, they're distinct.
Oh.
I like those.
Put them away, because I'm going to keep eating them.
Salt and vinegar flavour. Daddy's favourite flavour.
These crinkles as well? Oh, no, they're not crinkles.
These are not crinkle. Also gluten-free.
Oh, wow.
They're a completely different texture.
Hooray, yummy!
I like the fact that they are gluten-free, because normally, obviously, vinegar will have gluten in it. Normally in the UK.
Now, I like the salt and vinegar flavour on these because sometimes one or the other can be a bit overpowering and you can't eat too many. I think these are going to go down well.
Yeah, great, aren't they? Oh. Rainbow old-fashioned dark potato chips. They do look like they're not burnt, but...
They're darker, aren't they?
These are nice. Subtle. They're not overpowering at all. They do look like they're burnt, but they're not at all, are they?
There is actually a story on the back of these. When George Crumb invented the Saratoga chip in 1853, he used table stock potatoes, the only potato that was available at the time. These potatoes were often in high sugars and were cooked in batches of 25 to 100 pounds in kettles with a direct fire under them. The result was often a dark chip with a sweet burnt taste as a result of caramelizing the sugars that occurred during frying.
I don't think there's any potato chip or crisp like that in the UK, is there?
I think they are very distinct.
And I don't mean just by looks, but I mean taste as well.
Yeah, they're unique, aren't they? They have got that, I don't want to say burnt taste to them, but they're like a darker cook, if that makes any sense.
They're caramelised, isn't it?
Well done. I've not stopped eating them.
Well, after all those potato chips, I'd quite like to have a drink.
Now, do you want to go for a Faygo root beer or a Faygo red pot?
Let's do root beer first.
Okay. The reason I don't like root beer is because of that smell, but
I think it smells good to me.
it smells good to you. Would you like to try some? Okay, it's not actually bad. It's not got that heavy taste. It smells more of TCP than it tastes of TCP.
Not too bubbly either.
So it's not as carbonated as some others. I'm going to say that that's not actually bad. Now, I'm not really a root beer person, but I am being swayed a little bit on this journey of trying different root beers. I enjoyed some of the ones we tried in Texas that time.
Yep.
That's not bad. Shall we go for the peanut butter filled pretzel?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, is this traditionally like a road snack, or is this something you'd have at home, like watching a movie or something? Let us know, because... Oh, that smells good.
Oh. Peanut butter.
Yeah, that kind of blew my head then. It's like, oh, pretzel, oh, peanut butter. And it's like, oh, salty.
If I saw that on the shelf, I'd probably bypass it. I don't know why, but it tastes really good, doesn't it? It's a nice combination. Like you said, the sweet, the salty, the creaminess, and the crunch.
I'm just trying to get my head around it. I mean, it's two things you don't put together normally, is it?
Americans do, and it works.
It works, yeah.
when you first try it, you get the saltiness and the crispiness of the pretzel, and it takes a while for that peanut butter creaminess to cut through. It's kind of like an aftertaste.
It's like a delayed. Do you like them, Alana?
How have you been enjoying your Michigan watermelon and your Michigan snacks, Alyssa?
Yeah.
That sounded like she said good, didn't it?
I'm still keeping my mouth off of that.
I can see that.
I will just have 2 more.
Okay, just 2 more. Oh, at once.
So Lana's just gone to the restroom. While she's doing that, we're going to try this Faygo Red Pop.
Now, I actually think she'll like that one because from the bottle, I think it's strawberry.
Smells good.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good.
I'm surprised as I'm not really the strawberry kind of flavoured person.
Tastes good. I don't want to know how much sugar's in there though. That's the only thing.
No, you probably don't. There is
No.
a warning on here that it contains no fruit juice, so you know you're not going to get any strawberry in this one. I'm quite impressed with the Faygo actually. It does taste good. I don't think I could drink a lot of it, but in terms of flavours, it is quite nice.
I'll just try a little.
Yeah, just a little bit, darling.
Too fizzy.
Too fizzy?
That's okay, don't worry.
Before we get onto the sweet stuff, we have heard a lot about, I think it's Vlasic pickles. So we went for the bread and butter because you fell in love with them when Alan and Erin introduced them to us in Texas. So we went for the spears this time because usually we'll get the like slices, and we thought if we're going to snack on a pickle, it has to be a big, I was going to say wedge, but it has to be a spear, doesn't it? Ooh. They're actually really good. I think on the side of a barbecue, all those meats, maybe some sides, everything a bit heavy, just taking a munch on a pickle, on a spear of Vlasic Bread and Butter Pickles. I think they're a winner.
I think they are. I think that'll break down the proteins really, really nicely. Right, these are espresso beans. This is more for us.
Okay.
So it's caffeine. So if you want a caffeine shot, Sweet Haven espresso beans. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. When I'm driving, I need a bit of a pick-me-up. I think I might need 1 or 2 of those.
they're actually really nice. I love the smoothness of the chocolate. And
Yeah.
the chocolate's actually really nice. And then you bite into it. I'm not really sure what the texture is. It's almost like a little bit nutty, but at the same time, coffee flavoured.
It was a really cool little sweet shop, wasn't it?
Old-fashioned sweet store, wasn't it? Next up,
Malt balls. Now, I've never had malt balls.
malt balls are going to be like Maltesers.
Oh, malt. Okay.
So they're going to be like our version of Maltesers.
But bigger.
Well, it's got to be bigger because it's in America. Will it be as good though? Because I've tried variations of things that are meant to be like Maltesers and they never live up to a Malteser. Alana, would you like one? We've got crunchy inside, like a crunch. Oh, straight in. Oh, there we go.
Look.
Good.
That's a nice helping of chocolate on there.
That's a lot of chocolate.
A lot of chocolate from what I can see on Alana's. Yeah, that's a lot of chocolate.
So Maltesers are much smaller, but then they don't have that much chocolate on them, do they? It's like a light covering. Yeah, really tasty, don't they? I wouldn't be able to eat loads of these like I could Maltesers.
Yeah, they're good, but they're not a Malteser.
I'm thinking of these are more of like a standalone product. I'm not going to compare these because they are very, very different. Like Maltesers, I could get a big pack and just smash these down. Where these are, I'd say, quite rich.
They are rich. I think the chocolate on these is obviously different to a Malteser. And I think the actual malt ball inside is a lot more dense. Now, I really like Maltesers and I could quite easily eat loads like you. And I like to actually like melt the chocolate in my mouth and then eat the malt ball afterwards. Alana, oh my gosh, did you see that? She's defensive of those. So this is Sanders. Now, I'm gonna have to look this up, but is this the same as Sanders Bumpy Cake, which you guys said we have to try while we're here? Now, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that, but I wasn't expecting Sanders to do some kind of chocolate, so I'm not sure if it's the same brand or not. But Alana, do you wanna open that one? You've had your eye on those, haven't you?
What's caramel?
It is caramel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's the texture of a Mars bar.
A British Mars bar.
I was expecting like a more liquid caramel.
I'm glad it's not liquid.
That's nice and thick.
It takes a couple of chews for the taste to sort of develop in your mouth.
I like these.
I love it when the salt kicks through. So before we get onto the saltwater taffy, the fudge and the beer, we're going to break things up. John Helwig from South Haven.
He got something for you and Alyssa. He said to keep you entertained.
Colouring that?
Whoa! So this is like a keepsake.
Do you know what that is?
No.
$50 for you to keep forever.
Yeah, so you got to keep it and then keep it safe. Shall I just show the camera? And we got some coins as well, didn't we?
We did.
Really, really kind.
We have been very fortunate. We've got a couple of coins from the USA Mint collection, and this is going to be something that obviously Alana and Alyssa can hopefully pass down to their children one day, as we all pass ours on to them. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much, John. We've got some crayons as well, Poppet.
Wow!
You needed some crayons because what's happened to all your pens? They're a bit broken, aren't they?
So try and take one of those. While you're doing that, I'm going to have a beer. This is actually a Michigan beer, 5.8%. I'm not into Bud Light, I'm afraid. Not into light beers. I like a bit of...
This looks good.
Does it?
Very colourful, isn't it? Cool.
Tastes like cayenne.
Does it?
Try that.
Okay. Don't have to tell me twice.
That's got a bit about it.
So this is called Oberon Ale, American Wheat Ale. Let us know if you like this ale, what your favourite Michigan beer is. Oh, where did your treats go?
And I don't mean to offend a nation, but that to me is better than Bud Light.
Quite hoppy. I don't know if it's because of having the sweets, but it's quite bitter. You can taste the bitterness in it, but not in a horrible way.
Yeah, it's not a bitter as such, is it?
No.
The flavour hits you straight away.
I don't think this has a massive flavour as such. It's like more caramelised than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be more like a Starburst or something like that, chewy.
This one is.
I think there's strawberry in this. I think that's a Neapolitan ice cream. It's pink, white and brown. That's what it is, I think. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the saltwater taffy. I thought it was going to be something that I wasn't going to enjoy. No trip to the candy store would be complete without some fudge.
Now, this is the dark chocolate salted caramel.
We do actually have fudge stores back home, but I never bothered to get any of the fudge because for me, sometimes fudge is a bit sickly. However, I don't think I've had many flavours of fudge, and I think I'm going to be eating my words in just a second.
You okay, darling? Yeah? Alana. You like that?
Oh, wow. That is like a brownie. Like a fudgy brownie. That's good.
I didn't taste that fudge to me.
No, that's what I mean.
Fudge in the UK, to me, is quite boring.
I can take or leave it. Actually, probably just leave it.
Yeah.
So everyone, how have we enjoyed our Michigan snacks and drinks?
Me, love them.
I like them.
Yeah?
The beer.
Even the root beer wasn't bad. So I think this has been a success from all of us, but keep tuned for more of our content as we travel across the US and explore some of your amazing states.
And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care
God bless.
and see you all in the next video.